On, everyone? Today is a huge day. Closeout games are always the toughest, especially on the road. And on top of that, you're playing the defending champions, the Golden State Warriors. Very likely we are seeing the end of a dynasty here. And you know Golden State is not going to want to go out on their home court. The Lakers have proven that they can beat them at home. They did it in the regular season. They've done it here in the playoffs. They are currently up 3-1. And in a perfect world, you want to close out this game and not have to go back to LA, right? That Phoenix-Denver series very likely is going 7 games. Right now, Denver is up 3-2, but Phoenix going back home, you imagine that they're going to want to protect home court. You imagine a big game out of Devin Booker, big game out of Kevin Durant. I think that they can maybe muster one win together to kind of force a Game 7. And then once you get to Game 7, anything could happen, right? So however that shapes up, if the Lakers can close out today, they would have essentially, 5-6 days off, which would be huge. And we've seen every time the Lakers get, 4, 5, 6, 7 days off, good things happen. And they win Game 1. We saw it in the Memphis series. We saw it going in this Golden State series. And when we win Game 1, we go up 3-1 because the Lakers have been excellent at home. They've been undefeated at home, and that is huge. That is massive. And again, this is going to be an absolute dogfight. Hopefully, this doesn't go like the Memphis game in Game 5 where Memphis just ran us out the gym and ran us out the building. And you know that's what Golden State's going to try to do. Golden State is going to try to stick with the same game plan that they did in Game 4, in which they had a lot of success with, which is don't let the Lakers get set defensively, because if they do, they're going to beat you. And on top of that, we're not going to be able to match their size. So let's just embrace the super small and let's just run. Let's get out there and let's just run. And again, it worked and it had a lot of success. You saw a lot of tired legs and stuff like that at the end of the game. And I think that really helped. Inserting Lonnie Walker was massive for the Lakers. Just gave you that fresh body with that speed and that athleticism, which was much needed. And it's going to be tough, right? You also don't want to burn out Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So however this game shapes up, one, I think LeBron is going to smell blood in the water. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a masterclass from LeBron James. I wouldn't be surprised at all, right? Because LeBron knows we don't want to have to go into LA and close out in a Game 6. We want to win now. Because you don't want to give the Golden State Warriors momentum. You don't want to give them an opportunity to feel like, okay, we can come back. We can do this, right? This is it. This is the game we need, right? You want to close out. You want to go in there and just make a statement to the rest of the league, right? You beat the defending champions in 5 games. That is huge. That is huge for the confidence of this team. That is huge for just the outlook going forward. And that just is huge for the teams looking at the Lakers, right? Denver last year got smacked by the Warriors. So you think that they're not going to see that and go, man, like there's a real concern of can we even beat the Warriors? And the Lakers just ran through them. That would be huge. And I'm not saying that the Lakers blow them out or anything. Can we get a competitive game? Can we get a game that is in between, that is basically Game 4 that we saw? Down to the wire, give the Lakers an opportunity to close out. Problem with that is you got to manage minutes throughout that game. Because you don't want to play LeBron James and Anthony Davis 45 minutes or something like that, and now they're burnt out and exhausted, and now you got to go and play them another 45 minutes in Game 6. And it just, you don't want to run the risk of tired legs. Last time we saw this same scenario with the Lakers in the Memphis series, you had LeBron James, 37 minutes. He was 5 of 17 from the field and 1 of 9 from 3. He did not have a good game at all. And he also had 5 turnovers. He had 15 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He was really rough. That was the game where basically nobody showed up but Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had 31 points, 19 rebounds, was 14 of 23 from the field goal, and 1 of 3 from 3. And he had 2 blocks and a steal with only 1 turnover. He was the only one that really showed up and dominated that game. D'Lo was 4 of 11 with 11 points. You had Austin Reeves. He had 17 points, but he was 4 of 13 from the field. So he wasn't great. And nobody else really had significant numbers. Rui Hachimura, he was solid. He had 9 points on 4 of 8 shots. But Dennis Schroeder laid a goose egg. You had Troy Brown that game laid a goose egg. Beasley was 2 of 6 from 3. So again, it was not their best game, their best performance, and they got ran out of the gym. Now, again, you don't want to see that. LeBron, I imagine, is telling his team, we need to win this game. And look, if the Lakers go in and the Lakers play their brand of basketball and they don't buy in in game 2 where they played the Warriors brand of basketball where it was oh, the Warriors are giving us a bunch of threes, let's jack up a bunch of threes, and you basically ended up getting blown out because of it. If the Lakers play that inside-out game, get to the spots, knock down shots, we need guys to step up, right? D'Lo was coming off of a rough game. I expect him to bounce back. Austin Reeves, all that stuff. I think this goes one of two ways from a LeBron James standpoint. I think either LeBron is aggressive and says, let's go win this game, and he, just starts setting the tone early on, him and Anthony Davis, or this is going to be a game where LeBron shoots 10 threes. And if he's hot, we win. If he's not, we probably get blown out because LeBron's just going to conserve his energy and say, let's go get him in game 6. I'm hoping it's hey, let's be aggressive. Let's set the tone. Let's try to win this game. There is also the argument of do you try it? Is it better for the Lakers to get blown out, or is it better for the Lakers to keep it close? Because if you keep it close and you lose, again, you're exhausted going into game 6. If you get blown out, you can pull LeBron and AD at any point. I think it should be based on the pace of the game. If you have this little back and forth, and the Warriors kind of push it to 15 or something like that, and it's say beginning of the third, kind of like what we saw in the last game, right? Kind of this back and forth in the first half. Warriors had a little bit of a lead going in, and then they kind of extended the lead early. I think you make one last push, see if you can go on that run to try to get you into it. But if midway through the third, you're still down 15 or 20, I just think you wave the white flag, you pull LeBron James and Anthony Davis, you throw in all your shooters and hope that they can catch fire. And maybe you get back into the game, and then maybe you insert LeBron James and Anthony Davis. If not, and it just continues to be a blowout, you just say, hey, just like the Memphis series, you brush it off, you go to the next game, and you dominate that game. It's kind of how I would approach it. But we need performances from people, right? Lonnie Walker, huge performance last game. Completely just took over the game, 15 points in the fourth quarter, won us the game. We need to see that continue. Not saying he has to score 15 points in a quarter, but if he could give us, 10 to 15 points, that would be great. Austin Reeves really picked it up and looked great. So can Austin Reeves, was that the beginning of Austin Reeves kind of getting back into a groove? Because he's kind of been absent in a lot of ways this series up until game 4. And then game 4, he even started rough. I was man, here's 4 straight games with Reeves. And all of a sudden, he just found his spots and started clicking. And that wasn't the problem. He was getting to his spots all series. It just seemed like he had tired legs. And Reeves, 34 minutes, gave us 21 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. That's what we need. If we can get a game like that from Austin Reeves, that would be beautiful. Our guard play, again, said this repeatedly. Our guard play is our advantage in this series. Yes, they have Steph. Yes, they have Clay. Yes, they have Poole, who has basically been unplayable. Gary Payton, guys. Like, Warriors have good guards, but they don't have a lot of defensive guards. They don't have a lot of guys that can slow down our guards. We've seen D'Lo get whatever he wants in this series. We've seen Austin Reeves get whatever he wants in this series. Lonnie Walker get whatever he wants in this series. Dennis Schroeder get whatever he wants in this series. I believe if the Lakers are to win this game, I think it's going to be on our guards. I think very likely this could be a game where LeBron James and Anthony Davis kind of just are there. I mean, you're going to get the defense from Anthony Davis. I can absolutely see this being a game where LeBron James and Anthony Davis just kind of coasting, preserving energy, picking and choosing their spots, and looking to have the other guys step up. And if our guys step up, I think we win this game. I think if you can get 10 points from Lonnie, 15 to 20 from Reeves, 20 plus points from D'Angelo Russell, which we're undefeated when he gets 17 or more, right? So if you could get that, Dennis Schroeder, if we can get, can Dennis Schroeder give us 15 to 20, right? If you can get like 80 points between all of your guards, beautiful. Can this be a Rui game, right? Maybe this is a game where Rui picks it back up and is solid and really gets going. Because I could see Darvin Ham trying to lean on the other guys, right? Like, I don't want to burn out LeBron James. I don't want to burn out Anthony Davis. I'm going to pick and choose their spots. I'm going to try to get them around, 35 minutes this game. So we're going to have a lot of the other guys step up and play heavy minutes and try to win this game. And maybe, like, if it is close, like, let's say it's, 107 to 105 with like 3-4 minutes left. Then I could see LeBron James and Anthony Davis going, all right, like, we can win this game. Let's go win this. We've been kind of coasting, maybe LeBron has 17 points, because, it's LeBron James. He's going to get his 17 to 20 points just being on the court. Maybe Anthony Davis has 15, but he's only taken 8 shots or something like that. And I could see them going all right, we've been conserving ourselves all game. The other guys have really stepped up, been big. D'Lo's got 20, Schroeder's got 15, Lonnie's got 15, Reeves has got 20. Let's go get this. Let's go get this win. I think that is a real possibility. Now, of course, there's always the possibility that, hey, LeBron James and Anthony Davis tell Ham, we're playing. Let's go. Let's get it. Because Ham's going to, if they want to go for it, Ham's going to let them go for it, right? Ham listens to LeBron. He trusts LeBron. He, respects LeBron. So if LeBron's no, we need to win this game, which, again, there's a lot of reason to want to win this game. If they're hey, we want to win this game, then I could see LeBron James and Anthony Davis be aggressive early. I think by the end of the first quarter, we'll have our answer. I think by the end of the first quarter, we'll know, okay, this is kind of the other guy's game. And if we can pull it out, great. Or it's going to be oh no, LeBron James and Anthony Davis showed up. AD's got 14 in the first quarter. LeBron's got 12 in the first quarter. I could see that being the case. LeBron really likes to get others going. And maybe if somebody else is massive, but I think we'll know from how the first quarter shapes up. If in the first quarter, and I'm not even saying we have a lead. We don't if the first quarter we're competing, we have energy, we're being aggressive, we're bringing that intensity, we're locked in defensively. Anthony Davis is going, D'Lo's going, LeBron's going. You get that start that we need from the Lakers, which the Lakers have pretty much had nothing but slow starts this entire series. So if this is the game where it's okay, they clearly want to win it, I think we'll have our answer pretty quickly. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Think the Lakers should go for it? Yeah, let's go get Game 5. Do you think, no, play conservative, but if you have an opportunity to win it, go win it? Do you think, no, just kind of play LeBron James and Anthony Davis sparingly, have them fresh and ready to go so we can close out in Game 6 in Staples Center. However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments.